Welcome to Elgin County Living. I'm your host, Catherine Thompson. Today, my co-host, Kate Burns-Gallagher, and I will be tasting our way across Elgin County at some of the area's best culinary attractions. First, we'll visit Wildflowers Farm in central Elgin, and then we'll head east to Heritage Line Herbs, Bayham's Family Table, and finally end the day at Simply Scoops Ice Cream in Port Burwell. You won't have to travel thousands of kilometers to experience gourmet culinary delights. Elgin County is full of an abundance of high-quality culinary attractions that are sure to tantalize your taste buds. The first stop on our journey today is Wildflowers Farm, where the main crop is fields of fragrant flowers.
Thanks, Catherine. We're down here now at Wildflowers Farm, right between Port Stanley and St. Thomas, with Jane Magri. Thanks so much for joining us today, Jane.
Thanks for coming out.
You bet. So tell us a little bit about the history behind Wildflowers Farm.
Well, we moved here 4 years ago, very excited with our 3 young children, and we wanted to experience the land for a year and see what we could do. And this was based on the fact that I love herbs, I love wild weeds, and I've been studying them for the previous 2 years, learning about their different nutritional and medicinal properties. And so moving out here, we really were excited about using these plants that grow in our land.
Wonderful. Now, what do you do with the plants that you grow here on the farm?
We actually make herbal teas, and this all started when I took a 6-week herbal course with a local herbalist, learning the different properties of these herbs and the uses of all these local and abundant plants. And I started to make herbal teas for my family and started to blend different concoctions, and they willingly tried them out, some good, some not so good. And that sort of started to grow with giving them to family and friends as gifts. And that developed into a herbal tea line that we launched in 2011 called Wildflowers Tea.
Neat. So what kind of teas and herbs are you growing on the farm and making into tea?
Originally, we looked at what we have growing wild. We have a lot of stinging nettle. We have a lot of catnip, burdock, dandelion, all the plants that a lot of people find a nuisance and want to get rid of, we love.
Oh, neat. So what do those teas taste like, and are there benefits to those teas as well?
There's all kinds of benefits. It's amazing to find out all the different nutritional and medicinal properties of these local plants that we have growing right around us. And this has really been backed by the science nowadays. I mean, this is an ancient tradition that has been used for centuries. And since the Industrial Revolution and the explosion of science, we've now been able to back up these folklore claims through science. So, for instance, stinging nettle is a wonderful, great plant for the kidneys and things like that. Yeah.
Oh, fascinating. So you said 2011 you started the tea line, and where were you selling the tea then versus where you're selling the tea now?
Yeah, so this all started at farmers markets. I before the Wildflowers tea was launched, I would put them in paper bags, wrap them up, and sell them. And then once we launched the tea, we package them and sell them at farmers markets. We started at the Horton Street Farmers Market and then expanded up to London and did 3 markets up there. And we've been doing that for about 4 years.
Great. And now here at the farm on Fruit Ridge Line, just west of Highway 4, what can people see and experience here at the farm?
Well, like I said, with the farmers market for the 4 years, it was going wonderfully, but we started expanding our line. And so my husband started off with a couple of beehives after visiting some friends who had their own beehives, and he just fell in love and wanted to do that himself here, not only to help the bee population, but also to pollinate the wildflowers that we have growing here. So we launched our wildflowers honey a couple of years ago, and since then we've also expanded on our wildflowers tea line with herbal baths, essential oils, herbal soaps, and then the list goes on. And so eventually we decided we should make use of the old building that we had out in the back of our property that was used to be used as there's a cow and a couple of pigs back in the day, and but when we moved in here, the ceiling had collapsed and it was just sort of a dilapidated barn. So once we started expanding our line and really seeing that there could be room for growth, we decided to build from the ground back up into the farm store. We really wanted to focus on reusing and reclaiming local sources, so we used old barn board and reclaimed woods to build the store back up. And this was opened this winter, of 2014.
Oh, wonderful. So, and you have some really neat events that you do during the year. Can you tell us about some of those events?
Yeah, so as we launched in the winter, we really wanted to use the space throughout the winter to continue to bring community together. That's definitely something we feel out on the farm that we want to make use of. We want to share our property and bring together community so we can create events, monthly events, annual events, places for children to come, such as children's yoga, food making workshops, and all the things that we love to do with our family we wanted to share. And so throughout the winter we had yoga out here in the store and monthly drumming circles. We did meditation classes, sauerkraut making workshops, just all kinds of fun things to do. And since the beautiful weather has come in the spring and summer, we've opened up the doors and gone outside. So we've had kids yoga out here every weekend, which has just been a blast. They can walk through the trails, walk around like different animals in different poses. And it's just really fun to see them out here enjoying nature.
Neat. So it's your home, it's your business, and it sounds like it's really a community place as well.
It is. This spring, we actually had a camping trip for the grade 5 class at the London Waldorf School. They came out and it was their year to learn botany, and so we taught them about the plants. They got to make their own herbal teas. My husband took them out to the hives and took them right through the hives. They extracted honey together and they got to go home with little pots of honey. And it was a full experience. They were here for 2 days, slept over, and that gave us a really wonderful feeling that we would love to continue to do that, bring children out here and teach them about the plants and the bees.
Great. Yeah. So if people are looking to find you and get out here, what are your hours? Where can they find you online? That fun stuff.
We are online at wildflowerstea.com. We also have a Facebook page under Wildflowers Tea. And we are open on Saturdays from 10 until 3 and by appointment. We also run events throughout the week and the months, and so those are all posted on our Facebook and our website. And we're also part of Elgin Tourism, and you'll find all those details on that site as well.
Great. Well, thanks so much for your time. And do you have any last messages you'd like our viewers to know about?
Well, keep checking into our website and looking at all the different events we have. We do annual events, summer solstice. We always incorporate live music and local vendors. And so keep checking in and see what we have going on.
Great. Thanks so much for your time today, Jane.
Thank you.
A day at Wildflowers Farm is truly an enchanting experience. Make sure you take the time to stop by the farm for an event, to taste some tea, or just to take in the magical atmosphere. Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back with some more tasty treats on Elgin County Living. Welcome back to Elgin County Living. If you need some help spicing up your recipes, our next location, Heritage Line Herbs, is the place for you.
Thanks, Catherine. We're now here with Tom Benner at Heritage Line Herbs, just east of Elmer on Heritage Line. Thanks for joining us today, Tom.
Always a pleasure, Kate.
So tell us about the Silver Birch Tea Room that we're standing in now.
Well, the Silver Birch Tea Room has been here for about 6 years. We were able to get some help through the Community Transition Program in order to establish this venue. The Silver Birch name came about because of my wife's grandmother's favorite tree was the silver birch, and also one of my ancestors used to write letters home on silver birch bark. So we thought it was entirely appropriate to have the place named like that. And it's an outdoor tea garden styled after tea gardens in Asia that my daughter on one of her trips spent a lot of time in. Thought it would be a good concept to have something different like that around here.
Great. So tell us what the menu is like for the tea room.
Well, the menu is varied. We have some traditional fare like lasagna, but it's made with 4 different kinds of herbs. And then we have the silver birch lunch, which is very popular. We try to use as many local ingredients as possible. And just last year, we started a line of specialty pizzas with a hand-tossed herb-infused crust and using as many local ingredients for the toppings as possible, with a little different variety of types of pizza, such as a Love Me Tenderloin, which features prosciutto wrapped asparagus, and we have a deluxe pizza and a chicken bacon ranch pizza, and also some old favorites, classic pizzas like a Neapolitan pizza, which is one of the first types of pizza ever made.
And so those pizzas are here in the tea room, and I know from experience that you can take them home as well.
You can. They are prepared, then they're frozen, and we can cook them for you here. You can take them home frozen, or you can have it takeout also.
Wonderful. Now, the gardens here are just stunning. Can you tell us a little bit about the gardens surrounding the tea room?
Well, the gardens are all full of native plants and grasses, and also many types of herbs. We try to have some flowers in amongst them in order to give it some color. But the gardens in this whole area are themed. We have a pizza garden. We have a tea garden featuring all kinds of herbs that would be for herbal teas, and the Asian garden with all kinds of herbs for cooking Asian style food, and also the pizza garden with all the plants such as oregano and basil and peppers, etc., are what you would use to make pizza.
Great. Now tell us a little bit about also your heritage line. You have the heirloom vegetables and the plants that you can take home and plant on your own as well.
Yeah, we have over 125 different varieties of potted culinary herbs, which people can take home and put in their gardens. We also have container gardens that people can buy that are already put together, and those are different themed also, such as the chef's garden or southwest garden, and also we have heirloom vegetable plants, many different kinds of tomato and pepper plants and vegetable plants that are of a variety that haven't been grown for many years.
Great.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the hours of the tea room and when people can come out and visit.
Well, the hours are from the first of the season is from the 1st of June till the end of September, and the hours are from 11 o'clock till 3:30, and on Monday to Sunday. Sunday, of course, from 12 till 4. um, and we're closed Mondays.
Great. And if people want to get the pizza year round, the shop's also open, right?
The shop is open year-round. In May, we're open 7 days a week. The rest of the time, we're open 6 days a week, and with reduced hours in the winter. But the pizza is always there.
Great. And where can people find you online for more information?
Well, we have a great website, www.heritagelightherbs.com, with information about the farm, special events that are happening here. The menu for the tea room is on there, and my wife's blog is there. Also, information on the history of our farm and the different kinds of herbs we grow.
Great. And any last comments for our viewers before we sign off?
Well, I would just encourage everybody to come on out and visit Heritage Line Herbs because it's a great, unique destination.
Thanks so much for your time today, Tom.
You're quite welcome.
And back to you, Catherine.
Thanks, Kate. Let's take another short break. Welcome back to Elgin County Living. Next, we head to the village of Vienna and to Bayham's family table, where owner Randy Breyer's passion for community building is as strong as his passion for home-cooked meals.
Thanks, Catherine. We're down here now with Randy at Bayham's family table in Vienna. Thanks so much, Randy.
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate all the support you've given us, and hopefully we can repay you with all the support back to Elgin County that it deserves.
Oh, thanks, Randy. So tell us a little bit about the history of Bayham's family table and how you got to be here.
Well, the history of Bayham's family table rates back, I guess, to my age. They discovered I have OSS, which is old, stupid, and stubborn. Kept driving by the building and figured, can't leave this empty. And after a while, the wife, she got the bug too, and then the daughter got the bug, and like all diseases, it spread, and here we are, trying to develop Vienna back to a portion of what it was.
Great. Now tell us about the restaurant, the menu, what's here for people to enjoy.
Well, it's a family restaurant. We have a varied menu. We have some Italian, big on breakfast. Our suppers are coming on quite strongly. with your roast wheat, and do roast beef, roast porks, and different specials on a Saturday night. Because being where we are, such a quiet area, we have brought in live entertainment on Saturday evenings, just from 6 to 10, to give the people in the area a place to come, sit down, relax, and converse. We got to bring back the old Ontario, rural Ontario. That's what we're working for.
Wonderful. And in addition to that, it's a real community gathering place here. You've got the walls lined with beautiful artwork and some items for sale. Tell us about those.
Yeah, we've decided too, like, if we make it, everybody has to make it in the community. So we've done some sourcing around, and the talent in this area is unbelievable. We have photographs that are done on canvas that look exactly like paintings. People are just amazed at it. People from Toronto come to get them. I mean, it's quite interesting. We have steelworks from Tilsonburg that does the lawn ornaments. Their work is second to none. We have another outfit that makes fire pits, and it's been an astronomical success for them this year. I mean, everybody comes in, wants one, and they're going steadily. And we have woodwork, wood crafts, all on the wall, and this is all local talent. We display it for and sell it for them. There's nothing there for us. We're not in it for the money. We're here to promote what we have people realize that Bayham is something to be looked at.
Great. And in addition to what's inside the restaurant, you've also added a farmer's market. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I looked at Bayham, we really have few things to offer. We have the lake, which is, in my mind, second to none, with the public beach and the provincial park. We have a sandhill park just 10 minutes away, so there's plenty of camping resources for the people. We have the museums. We have the Ojibwa, which is the Naval Museum. You can tour a submarine. Just imagine what it was like being on there. We have a Marine Museum downtown Burwell, and I use the term downtown, but okay. They also have the oldest lighthouse in Canada sitting down there.
So tell us about this farmer's market you have started up as well.
And yes, as I go on with that, I realize that agriculture is second to none in this area. It is probably one of the premier producing areas in Ontario. And that all resolved from, this was a lumber industry, and as the lumber went out and everything else, they swung into agriculture, and they have developed the finest produce there is around. So having that, in my infinite wisdom or stupidity, which that can be argued, and we'll not get into that now, I've decided that we should have a farmer's market so that we can sell our product and introduce the public to what we do have. I'm in the process of, I'm in the process, I do have the consent and the blessings of the municipality of Bayham to use Memorial Park in Vienna as the backdrop, which gives them fantastic coverage. I mean, last year alone there was 115,000 people down at the provincial park. 80% of them go right by there. So we're going to introduce Bayham and ourselves and our product to the general public and let them reap the benefits from it. You can eat fresh today. You don't have to go to the store.
Wonderful. Now, where can people find information about the farmer's market and Bayham's family table?
Your best information would be to either come to Vienna and see, or you can come to the restaurant and ask, or you can call myself, Randy, at 519-874-4085, and be only too happy to introduce you to what we have and probably bore you a little bit more with what our expectations are. Folks, we're just starting in this area, so you're looking at chapter 1.
Great. And any last comments for our viewers out there?
I would think that one of the comments I'd like to make to the general public out there is, don't tell everybody about us. Vienna was at one point in time being considered for the capital of Ontario. Unfortunately, it burned down just prior to Confederation. But fortunately for us, it didn't become Toronto. So we have a living style that is second to none. This is rural Ontario, and if you want to relax, the doors are open. Come and enjoy. These are the places.
Thank you so much, Franny, for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I do appreciate the support of Elgin County Tourist Association, and like I say, anything we can do to help, we're always available.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
And back to you, Catherine.